News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a fundraising event seeks to help a young father, and one person is transported with injuries following a crash. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Many locals step up to help an accident victim. It's Wednesday, May 1st. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. What's a reality no parent, child, or family member or even friend wants to hear? That their loved one has been in a serious accident. Marianne Dion and her family have been dealing with that fact for the past few weeks. Her son Jason, who calls himself Jay, sustained life-threatening injuries and may not regain the use of his hands after a vehicle struck him while riding on his motorcycle on Leslie Avenue north of Bella Vista early last month. Jay Breslin fundraiser featuring the Randy Anderson Band will be held at the Prump Nugget Event Center next Friday night. A group of us have put together this event to help out this young man who has a long road to recovery. The donation-only event aims to raise funds by way of a celebrity auction, raffles, cash donations, and so much more.
Jason came from New Jersey. He was a firefighter. He moved out to Prump in 2009. He became a truck driver, and right now he works for Service Rock. He drives a truck for Service Rock. He's really good-hearted. He's involved with the tribe. He helped with the Christmas run, and he really enjoys helping the kids and giving them their gifts and their dinners, and it was really a great time for him. He was in an accident April 7th. A truck came into his lane and hit him head on. So he was airlifted from the scene by Mercy Air. He was very critical. The first couple days we thought we were going to lose him, but now he's finally out of intensive care and he's doing rehab. He does it 3 times a day, and he's working hard in that rehab. He's got a long way to go. We're not sure about his hands because his hands and arms were crushed, but he's really trying. Initially, he had head trauma, chest, cardiac trauma. Both his arms and hands were crushed. His left leg was. He had some tendons and a laceration across his knee. He had lots of lacerations across his head, and his ear was almost cut off. But now everything is sutured, and he's coming together now. Right now, he's at a rehab center. He's 31. He has 2 boys, 2 and 3. And he's very involved with his children. He loves his children. They're 2 little boys. They're doing well. They miss their dad. Medical insurance it pays 80%. It's not really that good. We're not really sure about how. He had minimal insurance on his bike, and the gentleman that hit him, we're not really sure how much insurance he has. So we just have to wait.
We are going to be having the Jay Breslin fundraising event starring the Randy Anderson Band.
We're going to provide the Randy Anderson Band and the food and the event center, so we're really looking forward to this event.
May 10th, Friday night.
And we're going to have a celebrity auction as well.
And Ski Sensky's going to be here for that auction, right?
He will be auctioning off our celebrities.
Yeah.
It is free, and we accept donations for the food, but everything is free.
What we'd like to do is we'd like to get all the bikers in the valley here together, meeting up at Petrick Park at 4 p.m. And once we get everybody together at about 4:30, 4:40, we're all going to ride together for biker awareness, to just spread some awareness that we're out here. You need to be careful, watch out for us. To me, it matters because it's one of the things that are near and dear to my heart, which is looking out for injured bikers and stuff. And so we're going to parade out here from Petrick Park with our bikes all loud and proud and pull up into the Nugget, and then we're going to fundraise and make some money and listen to some awesome music on behalf of Jay Breslin.
We will be auctioning off things from Aqua Salon, of course, Kilowatt. We have Dr. Goodheart auctioning off a medical basket. We will be auctioning off something from Home Depot, Drew's Tire Pros. Numerous people in our community are coming forward for this event to help out.
We're also going to raffle off a custom poker table with any kind of layout you want. We'll make you any layout you want on that poker table, and a great big grill too will be part of the raffle.
And we're going to keep you posted on what's going on with the Jay Breslin fundraising event, which Randy Anderson is performing. The Nugget has paid for Randy Anderson to be there, and of course, let us use their room there. We want to thank everybody for the Prompt Nugget for helping us out, and we want to see everybody at this event, so we're hoping you all will attend. Well, traffic was diverted around the scene of a highway crash last night. The compact car went off the highway into a ditch. One female was transported from a single vehicle accident last night on Highway 160 just south of Mans Road. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies responded along with Nevada Highway Patrol, who conducted the accident investigation. A witness on scene told News 25 that the female driver and only occupant of the vehicle had been traveling northbound and allowed the vehicle to drift into the oncoming lane. She then overcorrected her vehicle and went off the roadway into a ditch. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue then transported the individual to Desert View Hospital. We'll have your Business First brief and court report right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back. Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First brief.
Topping our news, Apple is on a roll. The tech giant released earnings and revenue that beat Wall Street views and, more importantly, raised its financial forecast for the next quarter. Revenue did slip a bit, but it fell from $61 billion down to $58 billion. Apple shares are up more than 44% this year. The company is increasing its dividend to 75 cents per share, and Apple has $225 billion of cash on hand. It could be a Google May Day, according to Fortune. A group of employees are calling for a day of action. It's to protest the company's culture of retaliation and handling of sexual misconduct, all of which the company officials deny. After a 90-minute meeting Tuesday, President Trump and Democratic congressional leaders Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are on the same page over an infrastructure plan to fix roads, bridges, and water systems across America. It will cost $2 trillion.
Thanks so much, Angela. Well, Unette Gentry is standing by with the latest in our courts.
In this week's court report, the suspect connected to 2 missing off-road vehicles from Spring Mountain Motorsports is now facing the formal charges of grand larceny motor vehicle, $3,500 or more, theft, and obtaining money under false pretenses, $650 or more. Suspect Jeffrey Jones is accused of committing these acts, which are said to have occurred on April 3rd. Following his arrest, Jones had his formal arraignment on April 17th, and during that proceeding, the defendant was given a copy of the complaint. Jones was advised of his rights, the charges against him, and procedure. The defendant waived formal reading of the complaint. Jones's public defender, attorney Carl Jogger, made an oral motion for an OR release. The court expressed concern that Jones might be a flight risk. Attorney Jogger noted that according to the declaration of arrest, the defendant had multiple contacts with law enforcement and argued that he was not a flight risk. The state submitted to the court. The court then granted the defense's motion and released Jones on his own recognizance with the following conditions: no failure to appear, no adverse contact with law enforcement except for minor traffic infractions, no alcohol, marijuana, or controlled substances are to be used, and no contact with Spring Mountain Racetrack. Jones now has his pretrial hearing set for June 27th. The Nye County inmate with a warrant out for his arrest from the Pahrump Justice Court is arrested after being located in the front office of the Nye County Sheriff's Office. Richard E. Cleaves was taken into custody on the following charges: burglary in the first, conspiracy to commit grand larceny, and destroying property of another $250 to $5,000. However, in Justice Court, formal charges against Cleaves are currently still pending for an incident that is said to have occurred on April 10th. Notably, on that date, a warrant of arrest was issued and Cleaves's bail was set at $15,000 cash or $30,000 bond with nationwide parameters. Cleaves has an arraignment hearing scheduled in Justice Court on June 24th. And Diane Davis's sentencing hearing has been continued yet again, this time to May 13th. She was scheduled to be sentenced on this Monday, but on that court date, a rep for the state moved for continuance of sentencing on behalf of defense, as he did not expect any appearance in court that day, given communication received from defense counsel Lisa Rasmussen. Without objection, district court continued that matter to mid-May. This has been your court report. I'm Unette Gentry for News 25.
Thanks so much, Unette. Well, there is an adorable dog available right now at Desert Haven. Sweetie is a pit bull mix, and her name says it all. She is an angel. Sweetie is looking for a home to call her own. She is an adult female who is approximately 1 year old. She is a brindle color and was an owner surrender. If you're looking for the perfect dog who's not too big and not too small, give Sweetie a try. If you want to see Sweetie or any of the other animals here at Desert Haven Animal Society, give them a call, 775-751-7020. They're on Siri Lane, right behind the Nye County Courthouse off Basin Avenue. You can also look them up on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society or on the web at deserthavenas.org. She is a cutie. I even heard Conrad back there thinking he might adopt her. Well, we'll have more news right after the break.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured? Need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, a female inmate was rebooked for allegedly bringing drugs inside our local detention center.
Patrol members be advised.
25-year-old Morgan Burke has been arrested by the Nye County Sheriff's Office. According to the declaration of arrest, on April 20th, deputies inside the detention center here in Pahrump received information that drugs were possibly located in one of the female housing units. An entire search of the unit was conducted, and each inmate was searched individually, according to police. Deputies say that they found a spoon, syringe, lighter, pills, and a black substance later determined to be heroin inside her person. Burke allegedly told deputies that she had intentionally smuggled all of the items into the facility when she was booked earlier that day. Morgan Burke is now facing additional charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, a hypodermic device, and controlled substance, as well as being under the influence of a controlled substance. And the Pahrump Valley Youth Activities will have their open enrollment day to sign up for the summer program.
Well, we have every year a big registration event. This year's event is going to be hosted by Saddle West once again. It'll be on Tuesday, May 7th, 4 to 5 p.m. We get people in and get them registered really quick. So it gets done about an hour, hour and a half. And that's the time and place to be. They can download and complete their registration packet at pvya.net. Have it all downloaded, printed out, ready to go, bring it in, and we'll get you registered. The registration fee is $150. That is for the whole summer. That allows each student to, they get fed breakfast, lunch, and also an afternoon snack, so they're taken care of with that all day long, along with all the programming and all the great resources that the program has. We won't build our wait list until we actually have a registration event, depending on how many people show up. The program itself will be at J.G. Johnson Elementary School, starting Wednesday, May 29th is the date, and doors will open at 8 a.m. all day long, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and then you know, it's a program for the entire day. Kids obviously get a lot of recreational time. They have specific rooms built up. They have a media room, they have an arts and crafts room. They do a lot of interactive activities, a lot of play, obviously, and there's also a reading program that goes with us as well. So
and computer.
And
yeah.
computer program,
Right.
yeah. So they have a very good schedule on what they can do day to day with each of the children. They move from group to each of these different programs. So it's structured and it's well organized.
It means a lot to me because, first of all, both Tom and I love kids. But we did it because the town needed it, excuse me, because the National Club, the Boys and Girls Club, pulled out of Pahrump and left our kids with nothing to do in the summer.
We start them at age 6, and then they all the way up until they entering the 7th grade. Right. So it's generally age 12, some are close to 13, but that's the age range. They got them broken down into groups, so it's age appropriate for each of the groups that are in the program. They run, you know, coherently with each other. Spring Mountain Racetrack, they bring a car out. A lot of exciting things for the kids to come out to. You know, some other partners that have also supported PVA along the way and the entire time. We get tremendous resources from Night Communities Coalition that helps us out with managing all the payroll and all the behind-the-scenes stuff, providing with some support staff, and also we get a very nice contribution from Core Civic as well. They've been a core partner from the get-go, so we want to make sure that we recognize all of our partners and everybody that helps run our program.
We would also like to thank Saddle West, Greg Schatzman, General Manager, because every year now, for 9 years, they give us the hotel main showroom at absolutely no charge or fees. In fact, they even provide snacks and food for the parents and the kids when they sign up. So we would also like to thank Saddle West.
We have a very active Facebook page as well under Pahrump Valley Youth Activities, and any of us can answer there. So, you know, if there are volunteers out there that'd like to share a talent with some of these kids, then reach out to us and we'll see what we can do.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
I've been liking the cooler temperatures, but I hear that they are probably going up. Let's take a look outside. We may get a reprieve, though, I hear. We'll find out more right after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue with today's temperatures. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 77 degrees, a low of 56. In Death Valley at 87-60. Amargosa, a high of 75, a low of 47. 71-44 in Beatty, 61-35 Goldfield, 59-35 in Tonopah, 64-33 in Carson City, and Fallon and Fernley both with a high of 65 and a low of 34 degrees. Today in Pahrump, we had sunny skies, a high of 74 degrees. Winds coming out of the north-northwest at 9 miles per hour, humidity at 15%, and our sunrise at 5:51 a.m. For tonight, it's currently 73 degrees outside with clear skies. Our low is going to be 50 degrees. Winds coming out of the east at 6 miles per hour, 23% humidity, and our sunset expected at 7:30 p.m. Looking ahead to our 7-day, this Thursday we got some sunny skies. We got some clouds rolling in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, we're going to clear up once again, and then next Wednesday, guess what? More clouds. Looking ahead to our high temperatures, on Thursday through Sunday, we're just going to be bouncing around those 80-degree range, just between 81 and 87 degrees. And next Monday through Wednesday, we're going to drop down just a bit to those mid-70s, between 75 and 77 degrees. For our overnights, we're mainly expecting our overnights just to be in about that mid-50 range, just between 53 and 59 degrees. And next Saturday, we're going to hit 60. Now, if you can't make it home in time to catch the news live on TV, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news live every night at 5, as well as any other news and updates. So now we're going to send it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks, Michael. Comrade was just saying that Michael the other day did his weather in his raincoat, and it was pretty nice. I like that. They might be doing some fun skits in the summertime with maybe, I don't know, tank tops and stuff. But thank you so much for that weather forecast. I do want to mention the Jay Breslin fundraiser once again, because I got to tell you, when Donna Corey from Aqua Salon called me and said that this young man needed some help and that his family really needed some help with their medical expenses, we all got together with the help of Jan Jensen and, of course, the Prompt Nugget, who has been so wonderful during this whole entire thing, and put together this fundraiser featuring Randy Anderson next Friday, and that is Mother's Day weekend. So Friday night from 5 until 9 p.m. we'll be having this event, and we're going to see how much funds and as much as we can raise for Jay Breslin for his medical expenses. He has two very young boys, and he's only 31 years old, so he needs all the help that he can get because his medical insurance only pays for 80%, and he is, battling the fight of his life right now. So we hope everybody shows up at the Prompt Nugget next Friday night, and that is May 10th from 5 until 9 p.m. There's going to be a celebrity auction. Ski Sensky's going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have raffle prizes, and of course the band, and a donation-only dinner. We're taking all the donations that we can to help him out, so we hope you all come on by. We'll be telling you every single day about it. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.